Hello, I am Priscilla Ashonibare. Welcome to Loving is Living. Today we are going to be talking about gender differences in communication styles. Now, the reason there are some conflicts between spouses is because husbands and wives are yet to understand the differences in their communication styles. So if they can be able to understand the differences in their communication styles, then I believe that they'll be able to experience lesser conflicts in their home. The first difference between the way men and women communicate is that women, they like to give rapport talk. They like you to come into their world, for you to have an understanding of what they've gone through and things like that. They always want their listeners to empathize with them. On the other hand, men like to give rapport talk. They like to just give the summary and the highlights of any topic that you ask them about. For example, if a wife comes home and the husband asks her, "How was your day?" She would like to tell him of how she got to work, what she did at work, who was it that gave her a hard time at work, maybe she had a problem with her boss or a colleague, or it was a subordinate that was not efficient enough, and things like that. All what she wanted to do is just for the husband to get to understand how she was able to go through her day. In such a situation, maybe what the husband should have just said is, "Oh, you must have had a very busy and hectic day." She will be so happy to hear the husband saying that. On the other hand, there is a husband walking in from work and the wife asks him, "Oh, darling, how was your day today?" And the husband said, "Fine." And the wife will be saying, "What?" I said, "How was your day?" And the husband will say, "Fine." Because that is all what he thinks he should say. "Yeah, my day was fine." But here is the wife, she's waiting to hear the details of what happened. Now, both husband and wives will have to put that into consideration when they're communicating. Women like rapport talk, men like report talk. The other differences in the communication styles between husband and wife, male and female, is that women like to talk about relationships. Men like to talk about facts. And that is why you would see that most times the higher percentage of viewers of soap operas that deal with about romance and relationships and all that are female than men. On the other hand, men, when they talk, they like to talk about facts, to gather information, to dispel information. And the other reason there are differences in the way men and women talk is because women do not just talk about relationships, they talk to develop relationships, to maintain the relationship, to get more intimate with whosoever they're in relationship with. On the other hand, men, when you see them gathered together talking, they will talk about uh, politics, they will talk about sports, they will talk about the weather, they will talk about so many things because they don't see a reason why they should bring you into their world, so they rather talk about things outside there. But women, no, they like to talk about relationships, to develop relationships, to maintain relationships. So, men, please understand, your wife is talking the way she's talking because she thinks that is the way that you can be able to understand her better. She can be able to understand you better. Both of you can empathize with each other, try to understand each other's feelings, and so on and so forth. Another difference between the communication style of male and female is because men, when they talk, they can cover so many topics. within a very short span of time. But women are given to details. They would rather like to talk about a particular topic and talk about every tiny bit of the topic. I remember there was a time a woman was saying, the only problem I have with my husband is when we are talking about something, he will say, okay, no problem, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Women do not want to get there before thinking about how to cross the bridge. They want to know, how are we going to get to the bridge? Are we going to walk across the bridge? Are we going to drive across the bridge? Or are we going to fly over the bridge? Remember, one of the needs of a woman is security. So they want to know, what is it? How will it happen? What are we going to do about it? That is why sometimes when men want to make decisions in the home, they are gone. They've decided, this is what we are going to do. And the wife is still there trying to go from point A to point B. What might, what should, what if of the decision that the husband is about to make. Now, all these differences that we are talking about between the man and the woman when it comes to communication is because of the fact that men are goal-oriented and they define their sense of self through their ability to get results. On the other hand, women are relationship-oriented. They define their sense of self by their feelings and through the quality of their relationships. I can never doubt your love. Your love is ever real to me. So husband and wife, try to understand this. It is not because your wife is a talkative. It is not because she doesn't have any other things to do. It is because she wants to get to know you better, to get into your world, to be able to help you. And wives, please, the reason your husband is jumping from one topic or the other and thinking that, hurry up, is not because he doesn't enjoy your company. It's just because he wants you to just give me the summary, just give me the highlights of what happened. I hope that this is going to bless you. And as you put this into practice to understand the differences in the communication style of your husband compared to yours, it will help you to have a better marriage. Till we come your way again, God bless you.